In this section, we're going to be using the small rubber ball and the even smaller rubber ball to work on opening our hands and our feet and drawing, again, more synovial fluid into the body, loosening up adhesions, and just getting more fluid into the fascia. So we'll start with the bigger ball. I'm going to turn towards you. And we're going to place the ball underneath our right hand and just roll. You could also do this at a table, standing up at maybe like a waist-high table and just rolling it out if it's hard for you to be on your knees. So be aware of the other arm that you're not hanging out. Your shoulders down, your abs are in as you rock the ball all over your hand. And then we're going to pause and switch the balls up to the smaller ball. Now I've drawn on my hands at different points. We're going to go to the center and pressure point there. We're going to go underneath the index finger, knuckle of the palm. So it's the sort of, I call this the meaty part of the palm. And then underneath the middle finger, ring finger, and pinky. And then go down to right above the wrist and to that space of like the meaty part of the bottom of the hand, or the heel of the hand, to call it. And then to the outer part where the pinky finger is, and then into the heel of the thumb. So we just take that little ball and we place it in the center of the hand. And we're just going to pause here with it underneath there and kind of feel the hand melt around it. And then you could even wiggle your fingers, kind of get that awakening to the hands, drawing the body, signaling the body to send fluid there. And then roll it, or place the ball now underneath the two. So it goes right there. And same thing, wiggle your fingers a little bit, take a few breaths, and then take it underneath the middle finger, seeing the knuckle rise. And then the ring finger. And then the pinky finger. And then we're going to take it down to right at the base of the wrist, above it, in the middle. Underneath number 1 is number 6. And just take a couple breaths, pressure point. And then roll it towards the outside, towards the pinky, at the base of the hand. And find a spot there and just breathe. And then go inward towards the heel of the thumb and press down there. And then we're going to switch back to the bigger ball and move first across the pad of the hand, across these 4 points at the top. And just rock and roll back and forth across those. Like you're waving high, high. And then you're going to go down to the wrist and go back and forth across those 3 points, 6, 7, 8. And again, you control the pressure, right? So you don't have to go really hard on this to feel it. Then take it underneath your thumb and just make little circles in one direction, towards the thumb maybe, and then go in the other direction. Then we're going to go from the thumb, from the heel of the thumb out to the thumb with pressure, and then roll it back lightly. And then from the heel of the hand to the index finger, from the heel of the hand to the middle finger, heel of the hand to the ring fingertip, and then down through the pinky. And then if you like, you can do that several times. You can go across the forearm as well, moving along the lines of the forearm. And then taking the ball and just rolling it underneath your hand in different ways, underneath the finger, and just short, small movements. And then releasing. So then just take a second to feel both hands next to each other and feel the difference. And then we'll move on to the left hand. So again, we're going to take this ball and just kind of roll it underneath our palm, across the fingers, across the palm, around the wrist. Different ways, nice and long, smooth movements. Kind of waking up the hand, preparing it for this held points. We take the ball and place it in the center of the palm and just release a little pressure onto the space underneath, up where the ball is, and feel your hand kind of melt over the ball. Maybe wiggle the fingers a little bit. Get that to happen more if you can. And then move it underneath the index finger, pad of the hand, so that knuckle looks like it's lifting a little bit. So you're going to notice that one hand's way tighter than the other because you use that hand more and it has more tension. So just keep working through. And you'll start to notice, just with this gentle sequence that we're doing here, a big difference in your hands and your shoulders. So the fluid comes from the brain, it travels down the spinal column, so as it does, it's going to release tension in your neck and shoulders as well. So again, you can do this at a table, or you can do it on your hands and knees. And then we're going to move to that space at the heel of the hand, above the wrist, in the middle. And then go towards the pinky finger, down the same thing, we're just sliding it over to the side. And then back towards the thumb and the heel of the thumb, and applying some pressure there. It's sensitive. And then letting that go, putting that back, and then we're going to roll across the knuckles of the pads of the hands, those 4 points, 2, 3, 4, 5, back and forth. And then we'll go across 6, 7, 8, around the base of the wrist. And then make little circles around the heel of the thumb. Going one direction a few times, going the other direction a few times. And then rocking from the base of the thumb out to the tip of the thumb, base of the hand to the index fingertip, and then middle finger, ring finger, lightly rolling back, and then pinky. And then if you want, roll through your forearm as well. Get into the forearm musculature. And then pause and just underneath the palm in small random patterns. Shake it up. And then feel both hands onto the floor. Maybe rock forward and back and feel how loose your wrists feel now, how light your shoulders might feel. Maybe turn them inward a little bit and feel how much looser they are. You turn them back out and feel the difference here. And then if you can, spin the hand, rotating open so the thumb's on the outside. If that hurts, don't do it. And then see if you can bend the elbows a little bit. And then slowly releasing back towards your heels, peeling the hands off. And then give it a little shake. And that's our brief hand treatment.